Okay, today is April 15th. Happy birthday, Emma Watson and Macy Williams. And Macy Williams hates my fucking guts. Also, tax day. I already paid for my taxes, got my refund, spent it. Also, the 103rd anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic. But a lot of people don't realize what today is also the anniversary of. The liberation of Bergen-Belsen. And in Margot Frank's concentration camp. And the picture's worth 1,000 words. So, yeah. Now, there was a movie about Anne Frank. First of all, the play is bullshit. The play is 100% fiction. You might have seen the play in real life. You might have seen the play that was adapted into movies. The play, as it stands, is 100% false. There was a movie that is as close to the truth as we're going to get. It's called Anne Frank, The True Story. It's about 3.5 hours long. And I'm going to put a link to it in the description box. It is not a fun movie to watch. There's no editing. There's no punches that are pulled. It's straight up fact. It's as close to historically accurate as we can get, with one minor mistake I'll tell you about in a minute. So if you want to find out what really went on in her life, it goes from her being about 12 when the shit hits the fan over there, and her story ends a week before she dies. Yeah. And then it follows her father after she dies. Now, there's one mistake in the movie I mentioned. The maid rats them out to the Gestapo. They proved, beyond all reasonable doubt, the real guy that ratted them out. When I was growing up, it was a big mystery. Well, they are more than 90% certain who the real guy that ratted them out was. And there's a documentary on that also. That documentary was taken down, but it was put back up again. And I'm going to put a link in the description box below. So the documentary tells you who really betrayed them. And the documentary does not make Otto Frank look like a hero. There's a great misconception that Otto Frank is a hero. And there's a great misconception that while they were in the hiding place, the families, they were real stealthy and cool and calm and composed. Let me tell you, they made every mistake you can imagine. They broke every rule in the book. They were good people. Well, most of them were. The Otto's friend Van Pels, he was a scumbag, and Otto himself was not a hero. You'll see that in the documentary about who betrayed them. He wasn't a hero, believe me. But they were innocent, weren't they? Now, we have no idea when they died. It's believed they died in March, but most experts think they might have been dead in January. Anne Frank's best friend is still alive. She's a retired nurse living in Israel. She's in the movie too. She's about 86, going on 87 now-ish. She's old. She was at Bergen-Belsen, and she did survive. And she did see Anne Frank up close and talk to her. It wasn't a distance. I think that's her. No. She was able to converse with Anne Frank up close before she died. So, and she's the last known person to see Anne Frank alive. So, that's that. But they were most likely dead in January. Some people believe it was March 31st, which is bullshit. They couldn't have survived that long with the illnesses going around. And But Anne Frank's friend made it out okay. She survived. The camp was liberated 70 years ago today. Their bodies were not recovered, but they have a tombstone for them. That's just a tombstone where people go to pray to and shit like that. But all it is a stone. There's nothing buried in there. At least not that we know of. But their bodies are not recovered. Okay, thank you.